Hey guys, what's up? You're probably not expecting this video at all, but I need to talk about some things. Some of them being kind of obvious, the fact that I've been gone for about 2.5 years now. Um, I was thinking about making this video and everything. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make this video talking about where I've been and everything. And then another YouTuber I watched did that like 2 weeks ago, and I was kind of disappointed. I was like, damn, he took my thunder. But anyway, I still think it's necessary for me to do this. I've been gone for about 2.5 years. It was like May or June when I last did a video. Um, yeah. I don't really know how to start this, if I'm being completely honest. This is the second time recording this. I did it one time that was just the audio, and I just talked and talked and talked for like 15 minutes, and it kind of dragged on and just got really boring. So I figured I would talk about this. I wrote notes there right next to the camera, so when I look off to the left, it's like I'm looking at the teleprompter. Um, so in my last videos that I posted, I was having some issues with my capture card, and the capture card did in fact decide to poop itself. It's not completely dead. There's just some, it drops frames randomly, and I don't know why it does it. It might be a driver issue, I'm really not sure, but even when I moved to, I'm getting ahead of myself. The capture card got kind of wonky. But shortly after the capture card got wonky, the entire computer that I was working with, it was my laptop, completely died. I'm somewhat computer knowledgeable. I know what I'm doing for the most part, but this computer was completely gone. You would push the power button and you would see that the screen got power, like the backlight would come on, but there was no BIOS, there was nothing. This thing was dead. So I kind of couldn't do anything at all when my computer died. That was literally like 2 weeks after I recorded and posted those videos. So that was kind of a slap in the face. Also, the external hard drive that I had plugged in to both the Wii when I was doing recordings and going on the computer, for whatever reason, my external hard drive completely formatted itself. So I lost everything that was on that hard drive. The hard drive that was actually inside the laptop is still fine. I have all of like the logo information and all the videos that I actually recorded. They're all there and fine. But things that like the save games and stuff, those are gone. So with that being said, you can kind of figure that the series that I have ongoing currently are pretty much dead. So there's that. If I ever do play those games again, I'm gonna have to start them over. It sucks. I wanted to at least finish those series, even if the channel died off. I wanted to finish those as kind of like a I did this, I finished it, but things didn't work out that way. But I have a new computer now. It's big and fancy. It's a whole computer that I built myself, so it's decently powerful. I can play all sorts of other games. It's not limited to just playing an emulator on the Wii because I can actually function on my computer. So there's all sorts of things that are planned out that I'm going to be playing. Another thing that really killed my time away from the channel is I went full-time at my job to help pay for the computer as well as living expenses. So I'm there 5 days a week, no set schedule, so I can't be like, oh, record every Friday, because I don't have every Friday off. They just kind of schedule me whenever. And then the same issues I was having before with like interruptions and things, I'm still only able to record at night because I'm still living with my mother and living in my garage. It doesn't look like a garage, I know, it's crazy. But I'm currently living with my mom. And one of the other limitations I have is I really wanted to start streaming now that my computer's capable, but I have the most basic internet package from my provider. So I have like 1 megabit of upload. I really can't do anything. I've tried streaming in the past and it doesn't really work. I drop frames like crazy. Everything's juddery. It just doesn't work. So that being said, I am trying to move out Me and my girlfriend are looking for a place to live. Excuse me. Not used to talking yet, so I'm still doing this weird stuff. But my girlfriend and I are looking for a place to move out, and when we do move out, neither of us watch TV. We're all completely obsessed into YouTube. So we're probably just going to get a really good internet service and just use that, watch YouTube videos as TV because we're losers, and that's the modern day we live in. But if we do get a better internet service, we will be able to stream. I say we will be able to stream because Hazza Bumford is kind of opening up. I'm sort of rebranding it. Hazza Bumford used to be just me. It used to just be, that's what I was called, that's everything. Now we're separating it out. Hazza Bumford's the name of the channel. I'm Elijah, by the way. I'm the person that you've seen pretty much exclusively on the channel. But soon you'll be seeing a little bit of my girlfriend. Her name is Ariel. She is not present at the moment. But she wants to get into YouTube a little bit. She wants to start her own channel and everything. So we figured that we could just kind of like joint this together, and she could play games with me whenever. It's not going to be a constant. It's going to be mostly me, but she wants to get in on the channel and everything. So that's something that I have planned out. So we're going to move on to the not fun part. There is another issue that I had with the channel that I wasn't really one of the reasons I wasn't really present for. Back in August of last year, I went on a trip with a friend of mine at the time. I started having trust issues after that. A whole lot of things went down, and it really affected me deep. I've lost contact with a lot of people, family included. I've shut myself in. I don't really want to get into the details, but there's not going to be any music for the time being on the channel. There was a lot of issues. I struggled with a lot of things going on, but when I started the channel off, I really was, it wasn't really stage fright, but I would stutter on my words and I would stumble back and forth and I couldn't really talk. I wouldn't say introvert, but it's kind of the way it is. So with the channel now, that helped me with being able to talk. So the next thing I want to do is kind of a therapeutic thing, is social interaction. Like I said, I'm really, really bad at interacting socially, and I want to start working on that. I want to, kind of like talk to you guys, get to know you a little more, like promote it socially, have a Facebook page. I do have a Twitter currently, but I don't really know how to use Twitter that much. None of my friends use Twitter, so I don't really have an active knowledge of it. So I'm pretty much a grandpa when it comes to Twitter. Another thing I want to do for you guys, it's kind of already happening right now with the fact that I'm actually visibly here and you know who I am now. Back with the channel, at the time I was watching a lot of YouTubers that were like secretive about who they are, and I thought it was fun at the time, but now that I'm thinking about it, it really feels kind of gimmicky, and I don't want my channel to go in that direction. I really want it to be a very personal kind of thing. I want to be open with you guys, and I want you guys to be open with me if you're willing. So I'm going to be myself. Like, you're going to get to know me for who I am. I'm not going to try and sugarcoat anything or all that happiness. I'm not saying you're going to get a face cam, because you can get over that notion. I don't like face cams. Streams are a different thing. Sometimes it depends. But I'm really trying to get more active and talk to you guys and understand who you are, as well as having you understand who I am. I wanted the channel to kind of be like family friendly at first, and that didn't work, so I'm just gonna be me. I'm gonna be real with it. And then the last thing I wanted to say before heading off of here is I did make a handful of really good friends back when the channel was active initially, and then I did fall off the face of the planet. Yes, I wasn't able to post things, but I cut off all of my social aspect with the channel. I wasn't talking to anyone anymore. In my mind, it was a failure, so I wanted to give up on it and pretend it never happened. So I abandoned a lot of my friends, and I know that's a bad thing. I feel absolutely terrible for what I did. You don't do that to your friends. You don't do that to anyone. So for that, I'm sorry. If you guys still feel like you want to talk to me and get back into knowing me, that would be amazing. But if you don't, I honestly don't blame you. If you've made it this far into the video, I really want to thank you, and for the direction that Has Bumfords going, I really want it to be something cool. That being said, as soon as I finish recording this, I'm going to record an entire game. Hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing goes wrong. But I'm going to be recording an entire game, and we'll see when that gets uploaded. I have stuff going on in my life that's going to really impact my ability to record soon, but it'll only last like a week, so hopefully I'll be able to jump right back into it after that. So I'm hoping to get content recorded that I can release during that time, so I can come back and have some form of presence for good. I don't have a set schedule. I'm not going to tell you that, oh, videos are going to be up on Tuesdays, because I have no freaking clue. We'll just see what happens when it happens. If you want to stick with me again, I would really appreciate it. If you don't trust me to stick around again, I completely understand. I don't even trust me to stick around again. But I'm going to make a solid shot for it. So this has gone on longer than the initial recording went for, which I was complaining that it was too long, so I need to end this now. Once more, thank you guys so much for listening and sticking around if you decide to. Has Mumford's going to have a new awakening, and we're going to see what happens with this.